We all know how important it is to take accurate cervical measurements in the patients, clients, athletes, employees, just about anybody that we evaluate and assess. Now, one of the problems has always been when taking cervical measurements is it requires some devices to be fixated to the head. Then it's hard to read those devices as well, just like your bubble level petrometers, regular petrometers, or even the traditional goniometer. The other thing with taking cervical measurements is rotation. It's vitally important to measure rotation because we know that cervical rotation helps control all the other rotation that occurs down the spine. With traditional measurement devices, it required the person to change position, lay down on their back, take a measurement that unloaded the neck. The problem with that was you weren't really measuring the muscle tension within the neck. It was mainly the sinewy tissue, ligamentous and tendinous tissue in that cervical region. But now with the halo, you have the ability to do all these measurements in one fixed position in less than 30 seconds. Now think of the implications of this in a situation like concussion management. Someone has a side head impact syndrome. You're able to take the measurements on the sidelines immediately to see if that person has complications, restrictions in the neck due to that head blow. So we're going to show you very efficiently and effectively how to fully evaluate a cervical region in less than 30 seconds in one position with one device. First, I'm going to have the person sit upright. Their hands are going to be out to their side. This is important because it avoids compensations occurring at the shoulder region when they do their measurements. First, we'll look at flexion and extension. It's simple. I place the two-prong attachments of the halo on the person's crown of their head. In a normal postural position, we don't want them trying to sit too far upright. They're simply going to go, I collect my 0, they go into flexion. At the end range, I lock in my measurement. They go back to neutral. I reset it. Collect my 0, they go into extension. At the end, I lock in my measurement. Let's look at side bending. Same thing, crown of the head. The laser will line up right with the mid-axial point of the head, right at the crown. I come in, get my 0, they side bend to the left. At the very end, I lock in my measurement. So from your angle, here's what it looks like. They come in, I start here, collect my 0, they side bend to the right. At the very end, I lock in my measurement. Now let's look at rotation, how important that is, especially in an upright, gravity-resisted position. I simply place the halo on the crown of the head. I use 2 finger points of contact to stabilize the base. I get my 0, they rotate to the right just to where they go to the point of end range or compensation. At that point, I lock in my measurement. They go back to neutral. I reset my 0. They go to the left. At the end range, I simply lock in my measurement. So now you can see just how effective and efficient measuring cervical range of motion can be with the halo in your patients, employees, clients, particularly your athletes in a concussion management protocol to make sure when we send them back in, neurologically they're okay, but also on the musculoskeletal aspects that they're okay relative to where they were before they were ever injured.